Alright. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we're starting now, I think. Woo!
Do you want to start explaining what's going on here in this first area?
Well, there's this predetermined first little area, so there's a pathway and there's a room we have to go to. We basically have to just go to that one extra room. Everything along the way will be predetermined in this one. Same will be the case for the next dungeon, but for the rest of it, no, completely random.
And by predetermined, you don't mean you just mean the characters we encounter and where in the dungeon layout. The fights themselves, whether you miss, whether you hit, whether you crit, that's still up to chance.
For reference, I'm having an amazing time right now.
Darn, I was hoping it was just me.
Sorry, no.
It's okay.
I crit the back row.
So, some things you'll see us do, or you'll see me do differently than on the PS4, is menuing's a little different.
Perhaps the turning point.
Actually,
Done
I
with
think
Old Road.
better.
I'm also done.
Yeah, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Yeah, I had a good time, don't worry.
If you want to explain
Such as it is,
controller stats, or
this squalid
what I
hamlet,
do on
these
the normal
corrupted
basis.
lands,
I can do in a
they are
second.
yours now. And
Yeah,
you
there-
are
there can
bound
be
to
some
them.
menuing. I guess I can explain it now. So, in normal dungeons, we
Women
have
and
chance to
men,
scout or see
soldiers
what's
and
coming
outlaws,
up on some of
fools
the dungeons.
and corpses.
And
All
that's if
will
you have a
find their
controller
way
button
to us
for
now
some
that the
reason.
road
That's
is
how it
clear.
works. So they're playing. I know.
A mecca of madness and morbidity.
Yeah, we got the controller set up. Yep. So we were using both keyboard and controller to navigate between rooms so you can move while scouting.
Later, in blood.
So, while, we actually have to wait for them to finish all their voice lines before we can go into the next dungeon. So that's why I took the time just to name a few dudes, a few assorted different names.
I completely forgot that stuff.
It's cool, I just decided to.
You don't really lose any time doing it as long as you have a keyboard.
No, as long as you're actually doing it before the last voice line goes, you're fine.
In radiance, may we find victory.
So I'm going into the next dungeon.
And so yeah, as Tricr0w said before, this is all, this Ruins 1 area, as we call it. Ruins 1 is all predetermined about who you see, where, and when, so the only variable is whether you hit, whether you crit, whether you miss, etc.
There's also a slight turn order, but that's decided by the speed variable, which each character has.
And they have a speed value, but it's still a range, it's not a completely predetermined.
Yeah, just because this Plague Doctor has 7 speed down the bottom left here, doesn't mean they'll always go first, or higher than someone else.
For a good example of that, the starting characters that you saw us with in the Old Road, Renald and Dismas, there are Crusader and Highwayman. Crusader is possibly the slowest character, and every now and then he will act before the Highwayman on the Old Road. Every now and then. So it's got a lot of variability in there.
So our first character in the first row, the Crusader, will always have the same 2 abilities, the same 2 like subset of perks. One of them is Kleptomancy, which means they might randomly activate some of the items along the way.
Unfortunately, he steals it, so it's not like you get it into your inventory or anything like that. He'll just take it for himself.
Because Kleptomancy is stealing.
Yeah, fair enough. The interesting thing coming up here at the end of this first ruins area, as you can see in the top right, this is a scout mission, which means I have to explore 90% of the rooms. So in these short missions that we do, that means all but one room. that you have to actually go into. Now, you don't have to clear the room of enemies, you just have to go into that room. So the strategy for then everyone wants to head all the way over to this bottom right-hand corner room, enter the room, and then retreat out, as opposed to fighting and defeating everyone. You do take some stress, which is bad in this game. Stress meter you can see down here in white.
If you get to 100 stress, you'll have a random chance to go crazy or go virtuous. And if you get to 200, you'll have a heart attack and potentially die.
Yeah,
So don't do that.
You don't want that. Yeah. Oh great, retreat failed. That's awesome.
Hey, time to catch up.
I catch up.
Another retreat failed. Oh, this is great. This is...
So every character has a chance to actually retreat, and if any of us goes into the room and we're actually surprised, we have to wait a whole round before. Luckily, I'm surprised, so I have to do that.
And I can catch up. I'm still way behind.
useful.
But don't worry, I've had terrible runs of this before.
I'm back at B. Absolutely pace. For reference, the last time that this was in a marathon was at Midwest Speed Festival. It was a race between me and Tricr0w. And Tricr0w was 6 minutes behind me and still came back.
There's a lot of chance to get better RNG later and catch up.
The sin is not in being
Right now, I am ahead of my PB time,
but in
which is
failing to
great.
recognize it.
Unfortunately, I failed the first. I got surprised in that, so I had to wait like a minute.
Trouble yourself not with the cost of this crusade.
Oh, I forgot
Its
to
noble
last
end
time.
affords you broad tolerance in your choice of
That's the worst when you get distracted and you forget the strat. No!
Now I'm out of it. Give me good characters, gay. Give me a Hellion.
Did you say Hellion? Because I got a Hellion.
Yes. I got a Grave Robber and a Houndsmaster.
I got two
The
bounty
fruits must
hunters.
be driven back.
Ah,
And
who I
what
wanted to
better
use.
place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Alright, so
I'm
now, from onwards, all of the missions that we go into will be completely randomized. Either we'll be doing 100% room battles, which is the slightly preferable one, or we'll be doing 90% scout missions. The reason why we want to do 100% room battles is because when we go into a room and we do the battle, there's a chance that's the only room battle, so we'll get out of the dungeon pretty quickly.
Or there's a chance that there's two more.
Yeah. Or there's a chance there's one at the very other side of the dungeon, and it's a terrible dungeon.
I got
Hey,
a really
fast.
nice scout.
A fast dungeon is somewhere around 3 minutes, and they can go up to 11 or 12 if you're really unlucky.
Yep. But hopefully that won't
Run into
happen.
The collector. Knock on wood.
Oh, don't even say those words.
Hey, we'd get record right now if we ran into the collector.
That's true.
So there are like mini sub-bosses in the game, which we do have some categories for.
Annihilated.
That's also why this is a game to watch. Because you never know when someone's about ready.
Their formation is
Yeah, like I might have a dungeon here that'll make me +4, but then like have a 2-minute Necromancer. Which is
Yep.
completely something I would happen.
Yes, that has happened to you.
You're welcome.
Aw, scouts.
confidence
Go.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
I guarantee you've gone the wrong way. I just almost a guarantee.
I mean, you have to, don't you?
Yeah, I shouldn't have said the thing about the PB. That was my mistake.
This is like my only battle coming up here. And we're really in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Well, I'm walking to my second room battle in 100% room battles right now. And there are 3 unexplored rooms, so...
I'll have 3 battles here. Which isn't ideal. If this was for like, this was Tricr0w doing PB attempt 2, probably quit.
Yeah, I would have already quit by now. Actually, no, I would have waited until 4 minutes. If this was the last battle, I wouldn't have kept it. I reset if it's above 4 minutes. It's crazy.
Press this advantage.
Oh man,
Give them no quarter.
this is a bad dungeon.
This is more than likely a bad dungeon, but
I'm glad I got this. If I went the wrong way, there's hallway battles back there.
Oof. Hallway battles are never good for any strat that you're going after. Just
Blossoms.
unneeded battles.
yeah, there are just sometimes you can get a random battle in the hallway, hence hallway battle, and there's no benefit to doing them. I mean, you get some money and some stuff sometimes, but like other than that, nothing. And for the run, we don't need those things anyway, so 100% no uses.
You do need money. You can run out if you get really unlucky. But normally, avoiding all the extra money other than what drops in battle, you'll be just fine.
I'm not going to say what happens if you have too much money, because the last time I said that, he actually...
I'm having to go into every room. In fact, I have to backtrack 3 hallways.
PC can use the mouse and obviously select things a lot faster than using Control-Row only.
But there is one run, which Commander has done before, that we do. It's called Crocodile. It uses the Crimson Court DLC. On PS4, it's broken because all of the negative afflictions that you would get in that area do not, for some reason, apply on PS4. Like, they haven't patched that out yet. So, you can get a completely crazy run on PS4 in that area.
But a
So,
victory nonetheless.
The only then.
So if you're so inclined.
yeah.
Anyone out of the ruins 2 yet?
No. I'm at 6.5 minutes of being in there. I had to go to every room. I had to backtrack 3 hallways and be in every room.
Okay, there was a room battle at the very end of like a long pathway. But luckily nothing in between, so it's pretty easy
The
here.
cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I should be in.
I am in the last battle of ruins too, though. So.
So am I.
We're actually kind of all together.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
it's-
nice.
At least it's a race, right?
Hey.
Although my attacks aren't landing the way they're supposed to.
They're doing okay at best over here. One of my characters does have a disease, but it's not a threatening one.
Oh, death's door.
Ooh, really?
That's okay.
Wow.
It's the Vestal who I'm going to be ditching anyways. So it's okay.
Oh, you're still running the Vestal. That's fair enough.
I got nobody in the stagecoach.
Ah, that feels bad.
Yeah. Nobody usable, I should say.
Yeah. Okay, I'm
There
out
we
the
go.
ruins too.
Confidence is the
I'm
soul
out,
of an
right.
insidious killer.
Now, so we're within a few seconds of each other.
We're actually
More
all
bones
close.
return to rest. We dug for months.
Okay, I
years,
have a Crusader.
eternity.
Can be good.
And we will
I
reward it
want
with
double
madness.
Crusader, double Highwayman. And I got, oh my gosh, are you kidding
Make
me?
no mistake.
What am I
We
supposed to
will
do with
face
this?
ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
That's junk. Complete
The
junk.
bellows blast once again.
Here,
The forge
I have
stands
to do
ready to make weapons of war.
90%. Which sucks, but I don't get much of a choice.
Everybody still getting short missions? No one having to do a scaredy cat skip?
Nope, no one so far. So we don't get to explain that. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Go ahead. I setting you up there, Tricr0w.
I know, I
The
know.
halls of your lineage once familiar.
I'll say it in a second.
Foreign.
Gotta think, huh?
Yeah, sorry, I just went into my new the next. I went into Ruins 3 and just saw the map. And it's not that bad.
Mine's not terrible either.
I had to do a
It's
scout.
supposed to be not bad.
I have
I need a scout badly.
As in, I had to do the 90% room.
Oh, you had to do a scouting mission.
Yeah.
I have to.
So I got a nice skirmish here. I actually had a choice of 2 different skirmishes to pick from. So.
I had the choice of 2 different scouts.
Confidence
woohoo.
surges
I
as
only
the
had
enemy
one scout.
crumbles.
So for this.
But I do in fact have 2 doggies, so we're good.
I'm still going Crusader.
I should have security cat skipped to try and get a better party is what I should have done.
Maintain the offensive.
But it's okay.
It's not bad.
Nah, I've got.
I decided to
Highwaymen.
go full out and just double upgrade Stagecoach the first. So you have the option to upgrade your Stagecoach so you have more people spawn there. The first upgrade makes there 3 spawn instead of 2, and the 4th upgrade makes 4 instead of,
Oh.
2.
I always double upgrade.
Okay.
I still got junk both times.
In this category I usually just single.
Obliterated.
This one's easy.
Seize this momentum. Push
I
on
mean, this
to
won't
the
be so
task's
bad for the
end.
Necromancer. I've got Man-at-Arms. He can be okay.
Oh wow. Good job spooling. You did well.
Okay.
There was a 70% chance to, disarm a trap, and you did it. I decided to make my Crusader do it.
Laden with loot
Wow.
are often low on supplies.
You know, I've done that on accident every now and then, but...
I mean, like, it may or may not have been an accident.
So there are traps as you're walking along the hallways, and if you scouted, you can see on the map there's the trap coming up, it'll show up, and you can click on it and have a chance to disarm it. Different characters have different chances of being able to disarm it, like your Highwayman character does pretty good with it. I believe Houndmasters do pretty well.
Yeah, Highwayman, Hound Monster, those are the higher ones. I think the Bounty Hunter as well, and probably Arbalist. I can't remember.
I can't remember everybody offhand.
I just know these are the characters I probably should, and these are the characters I probably shouldn't. Like the Crusader or the Leper.
Yeah, they don't do so well with that.
In radiance, may we find
Jack
victory.
saw me stop in the middle of the hallway and start like cleaning my inventory. Not gonna say what I'm paranoid about. I'm just gonna say
You're not going to say the name of the thing.
Well, the Shambler.
Faint hope blossoms.
totally the shit.
Well, the Shambler is only if you're running hard. It will randomly show
Executed
up.
with impunity.
It's the other one that will come and collect your souls, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Missing out on the deep lore that I don't know about.
Annihilated.
Oh, come on. Can't hit with a shot.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I've got one more hallway battle until I finish. Ruins 2. 3.
I have no idea. I've not scouted a single time yet in this run. And well, no, I did in Ruins 1, which is completely unnecessary.
Even the
There was one
cold
pathway
stones
to the
feed
left,
our
which had a
bones
battle, a hallway battle, and then another hallway battle, which I just was able to just not do. So that's always nice. Unfortunately, my dogs are getting stressed.
No, I have no idea is the problem. No idea.
Okay, my last hallway battle is some maggots and spiders, and they're confused. Not confused. You know the thing. Surprised.
We get it. Follow you.
Oh. Metal paranoid.
We're good.
pit.
For the record, is actually finished now. The world record right now, this is the time for it. they've already finished.
Yes. Yep. World records are crazy RNG.
Yeah. Since you can get ruins 2, and 3 at about 2.5 minutes, there's still lots of time left to save actually.
Yeah, you can get one. You can actually go into a scouting mission and not fight anything. You get crazy stressed out, but it is possible.
Yeah,
Or
I
you can
didn't
do a-
actually
you
end
can
up
do a-
doing that during mine.
You can do
but-
yeah, you can also do a one-room, like you explained before, a one-room skirmish mission. So.
Oh, this is my last play. I need to use my last play. Have to pitch.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits.
This is not good.
I
got
began in humility,
Renault on death's door.
but my ambition
Dismas almost on
was
death's door.
limitless.
I don't
Who
have
could
enough
have
food. Are you
divined the
freaking kidding me?
prophetic import of something as unremarkable
Ah, Dismas
as a
is
twitch in the
powerful,
leg of a
virtuous. That's
dead
great.
rat? A devil.
So I have
1,
one
2,
more
3,
match.
4, 5, 6, 7
Only
room
the man of the
necro.
desperate go in search
So
of
about bosses, bosses will always spawn in the tile that's furthest away from you, so the furthest count. So I know that the boss will be in that tile over there,
their
which is
formation
7 rooms away.
broken.
You can get sometimes as best as like 4 to 5 room dungeons, but
Yeah.
what I have here isn't bad.
And you can also get dungeons where there are 2 to 3 rooms that are all, say, 5 to 6 tiles away, and so you have no idea which way to go. And that's
Luckily, that doesn't happen too often with Necromancer. It's more of a problem like in Siren. Gosh. I know, at least that's what I find.
Siren, yeah, it happens all the time. Siren tends to have a very split path dungeon.
Both blossoms.
I think it also happens to Commander in every race that you do.
Another
Yep.
abomination cleansed from our
I
lands.
should use this guy. This guy. Time to stock up. I'm going to Necro.
Nice.
First to last place, that's how this works. That's how this game goes.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I mean, hey, you could have like a 4 room Necro and then win, you know?
Momentum.
I know, it's still
Push on to the
possible,
task's
You
end.
can do it.
but I'm on a nearly 9-minute
The last
ruin
time.
spree, so...
Oh,
The
that's
last
not
time I
fun.
did the race, I had a 10-room Necromancer when I faced Skip. What do you think this is?
You got 10 rooms again?
5, 6, 7. I have stress.
Come on.
I'm gonna go for a better one.
Terrors may
I have to go to every room
these
again.
shadows, but yonder
Both ruins 2 and 3 have had to visit every room.
I
Wow.
just did a little trick that
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
better. I'm not meaning Tricr0w with it.
I've gone pitch black.
Okay. I don't normally do this, but if I'm gonna beat Tricr0w now, I need to. You got the gun right here.
What do you need to do?
I need to not have a 7-room Necromancer. I need to have 5.
Okay.
To escape out.
Don't worry, one of my dogs are irrational, so...
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness.
I now have 2 choices.
Oh, don't you love when you have a choice?
Continue the onslaught.
I told you it would happen. You're tempting fate by escaping out.
Oh wait, he's just actually escaping out. I thought he just wasn't camping.
No, I actually escaped out, and now I have 2
Packs
7-room
laden with loot
instead of 1.
are often low on supplies.
Okay, so when you back out of a dungeon, when you go back into the dungeon, it has a chance to change, and that's what he's doing there to try to get a better layout.
Except that it-
Yeah, but I mean, you never know.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to camp in the middle here and maybe get a crit scout.
That'd be cool. I'm a hallway battle. Well, I'm 1 tile and a hallway and 1 room away from the Necromancer. I'm 1 room away from the Necromancer. Nice crit. Good dog.
god.
I had really bad stagecoaches this whole time. That is...
Well, loads of occultists and arbalists. No, arbalists. You know what I mean.
I don't...
Antiquitarian.
Oh, right.
Too will resistance.
Antiquarian works great for the profit run. The dodge buff is amazing there, but otherwise, yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But not for the Necromancer. You don't need dodge, you need damage.
Yeah. Ouch. Curtain though.
About to break.
Why did I get it? 1, 2,
Back to
4,
the
5,
pit.
6, 7. Escape. Fortunately, I had enough cash to do it, so... Yeah, the stress is killing me here, but whatever.
Of course, when you back out of a dungeon, you spend all your money on on going out on an expedition, so you have to re-spend all that money.
Because apparently you don't escape, you leave your stuff behind when you flee. You just
Yeah.
drop your packs and go. I guess.
I mean, it costs more to buy it than it does to, you know.
Destroyed.
6, whatever, it's better. Of course, I have a choice here. I have a 3-way choice at the very end. Whatever. We're just gonna go at this point. I gotta hope for some virtuous guys.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Success so clearly in view.
Okay, on the last hallway.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I was hoping. Ah, well.
You can
The
still
way
beat
is
me.
lit. The path is clear.
It's still possible. I guess I am racing for second at this point.
Yes, it's all okay. It's not bad. Going into the Necro now.
Power, fierce, terrible.
It looks like Commander's marathon record is still standing though, because we had
Yep.
our marathon best. I think we just passed that.
Yeah, I won't do sub 28.
I'm gonna get this way.
Executed with
I don't think
impunity.
I can. I almost had enough scouting, but didn't have enough.
Oh, one of us might go insane here. Yep, let's see what your affliction is. You're courageous. Good job.
A moment of
Proud of you.
brightest against the backdrop of despair.
I'm gonna hope to get a scout here, otherwise I did get the scout on this incident. Nope, it is a battle, so I gotta attack it. Luckily, I took the same route.
Another affliction. Okay, my second doggy is fearful.
Fear and frailty finally claim their due.
We got that 2 or 3 afflicted now?
I've got 2 afflicted, 1 virtuous. Coming up on time immediately, by the way. I'll say when my time is. Now.
It's when he clicks return to Hamlet, you know? Good job, buddy.
Yay!
What time did you get?
28:44.
Here for a second.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rooms to go.
Come on, guys, you can do it.
Battles.
Oh, I keep getting hallway battles.
I have 3 battles left.
And if I don't scout... Oh, masochistic.
You answered the
Ronald.
letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
So instead of attacking the enemy, occasionally he'll hit himself on the head with his own sword. So, what you gonna do?
But just no thing. Okay, I have this battle, and then the Necromancer hallway, but there's battle in the Necromancer hallway. So I do something that no one else does. I camp because safe strats. because I normally suck at this game.
Yeah, when you're camping, you can get slight buffs. Unfortunately, if you don't have a ability which stop nighttime ambushes, then you're likely to you could get a chance to get a fight. That's often why I don't like doing it.
Yep. Yeah, right now I don't have a party that has prevent nighttime ambush, so I won't be doing that. I should get rid of that campfire log. Don't want to run into some certain collecting villain.
Masochistic. Yay.
Hey.
Just an average
Just the scout I'm
Tuesday.
looking for.
He's also on Death's Door. Oh, now you're on Death's Door, alright. Are you stunned? If you die, this is gonna suck. Death's Door.
Keep scouting, please. Tell me which way to go. There we go. Good, I got the scout I needed to find out where the Necromancer is. Alright. Oh, no more battles. I'm going straight to Necromancer.
Trinkets and charms
I
gathered
have
from
to
all the
camp,
forgotten
otherwise
corners of
I-
the earth.
Fill up on food here.
At home in wild places, she is a
Throwing
stalwart
some holy water
survivor
for some buffs.
and a
Here we
strict
go.
instructor.
Into the Necromancer fight. So the Necromancer, if you've never fought him before in the game, he will constantly spawn these bone soldiers in front of you. You want to kind of keep control of the bone soldiers, but you also need to hack away at the Necromancer. He'll keep moving himself back. So if you have Crusaders, since they do really well against taking them out, it's good to use the Crusaders to keep the ads under control. And then use your other, your other heroes to keep inflicting the Necromancer with bleed and other afflictions. And just straight damage.
Although it is a perfectly good strat to use your Crusader to attack the Necromancer, because he does do an extra damage against Unholy as well, and he is also Unholy, so
Correct.
there is that.
Which is why, honestly, a double Crusader like I'm running right now actually can work really well.
So you had a fine party composition.
Then the very last, but he's the level 0 coming in here, so I didn't get him until the very last stagecoach.
Okay, here
Gotcha.
we go. I'm heading into Necromancer. I need to hope for some crits.
Should be one last round here with the Necromancer. Alright, I'm coming up on time here. Just kill the Necromancer. And that's time for me. 33-13. Yeah, I can honestly say it's better than the first time I ever ran it, so that's good.
There's a chance I still have issues.
So here's also another interesting choice that the developers made when coding the PS4 version. If you watched mine, you noticed that when I beat the Necromancer, the skeleton who was still alive automatically died. That does not happen on the PS4 version. He has to take out any ads that have spawned separately.
To add a little bit of
PS4.
information to that, I think just the PS4 is on an older version of the game, and I think it's more of a newer feature, actually, from what I remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure the Crimson Court is also the older version of Crimson Court, from what I'm aware.
That could be. I've been playing the game for a while. I honestly don't remember if that was a change.
I played back in a long time. I played back in NARM, you know?
I mean, I played this. I've been playing this. Only been speedrunning.
Necromancer's dead, so my time's coming up.
You can do it, guy.
We're gonna lunch to finish this off. So my time is... That was like 34:46.
Nice
So what was
work.
all of our times? Oh, okay,
So
it's on stream.
3:44, Yeah, 2044, 3313, and then 34. What was it?
3446.
3446. So thanks everyone. This was a fun race. Congrats, Tricr0w, on the win.
Thank
If
you.
you are interested, we do have a pretty fun speedrunning community. All the, you check out the speedrunning site. We've got a link to where we've got our kind of community discussion. Love anyone to join. It's a super fun game. Anyone can really pick up and learn pretty easily. So if you're looking for a game to speedrun that's not all about muscle memory, then this is definitely, we'd love to have you. So there's my little plug. But
Hey.
thanks, Pixels for Peace. This has been fun.
Have a good marathon.